Hello friends, so I'm making a video tutorial for these fridge magnets come needle minders. Whenever we use needles we just misplace it here and there. I thought of making this tutorial. Here you can see I put a needle over this fridge magnet, so you can see how you can place a needle after you use it. Just place it on this fridge magnet and it won't get lost. So I've made all these fridge magnets. So with your creativity you can make with many designs. I put some glitter over it and a sentiment. So I've made round and square shapes. So I've put some glitter on it and made it a little bit glittery. So this is the best which was loved by most of the people when I put it in an exhibition. So I'm making a tutorial for this, and this is the square shape. So I've put a sentiment. You can see this is downloaded from I've typed it and I've got it printed on a thick paper. Okay, so all these are made with German tissues. So these are magnets. You can see how big they are. So first I'll stick a magnet with a silicone glue. It is from Itsy Bitsy. You can use a Fevicol also, or you can use a glue gun. So first step would be to stick the fridge magnet. Okay, so I've placed it and I let it dry. So I'll start painting with the black color. You can use acrylic, Fevicol acrylic color, or a chalk paint, whichever you have. So I've got this chalk paint. So apply 2 coats which will cover the fridge magnet from the back very nicely. Let the magnet dry or else it will move from its place. So let it dry, then start applying the color. After the first coat has dried, you can apply the second coat. So chalk paints dry very quickly. So after this has dried, move on to the second coat. Okay. And now I have applied 2 coats already on the back, and this is camel gesso. I'm tapping it with a dauber, a sponge dauber. You can use your brush if you want. Anything is fine. We get a textured effect if we use a dauber, and with a paintbrush you'll get flat effect. So when the first coat is quite thick and the base is not seen, there's no need to apply the second coat. It's up to you. So if the gesso is thin, apply a second coat also. And now this is the German tissue I've selected. So I'm using Mod Podge. Use any decoupage glue. Note, use any decoupage glue. Take it on your finger and press on any one edge so that the extra plies behind are removed. You have 2 extra plies, and we have to take only the design. Without fail, remove the extra ply, or else when you varnish, the design comes off and only the white portion remains on the base. So check how you want to place it. And take a flat brush, and with your decoupage glue, take your decoupage glue on your brush, a very small amount. For German tissues, we require very little amount of the decoupage glue. So you can see here I have applied for about 1 inch of the glue on the base, and now I've placed the German tissue. Do it very patiently without any hurry, so that there won't be any creases. Now this is the technique for creaseless decoupage. Take a cling wrap or a plastic bag and just move your fingers over it, so that there won't be any creases. If there is any glue on your finger and you touch the tissue, there's a chance of tearing, so you have to use a plastic. Now the second half I'm applying. So 1 inch is to be covered always when you're doing decoupage. Do not apply on a very large area, or else when the glue dries and you place the tissue and you think that it is stuck, but it doesn't get stuck, and then there will be air bubbles when you apply the varnish. Okay, so apply 1 inch of a decoupage glue, and here you can see how clean and clear the decoupage has come up. Okay, so let it dry very nicely, and then apply a coat of Mod Podge or your decoupage glue over it, a very thin coat, but ensure that you have covered the edges. So this will stick the tissue if it is not stuck anywhere. So I have taken these distressings. If you do not have distressings, you can use watercolor, or you can use your acrylic colors. Okay, the red, green and blue shade I've taken. Please do not buy if you do not have. You can use your watercolors, it gives the same effect. So I've put a little of water over it. I've got this die cut. I've ordered it from someone on Facebook. You can find it with many people on Facebook. Just type die cuts and you'll find many people selling it. Okay, and here you can see I've just placed the die cut on the color, and I've lifted the color. So these colors are there in the German tissue, so I've used these colors. If you don't want to color with die cut, it's fine, just leave it white, and you have to dry it with a dryer, or just leave it to dry. Okay, so after this is dried, I'm again lifting whatever color is there. I've taken an acrylic block, and on that I've taken these distressings. I've tapped them on an acrylic block. If you do not have an acrylic block, you can use a plastic bag or a plastic plate also you can use. You can use the acrylic colors also, it will give the same effect. Just add a little bit of water to the colors so that they become liquidy, and they'll easily get adhered on the die cut. Okay, so I'm done with this. So just sand it off with a sanding block or a sandpaper. The sanding block is available with many online craft stores. You can use a sandpaper which is very reasonable and cheap. You can use 100 grit sandpaper. Just remove all the extra paper which is there on the edges of the base. Nicely scrape off the paper. Now when you have done one coat or top coat, there's no tension of the tissue getting torn from any side. So apply the top coat very nicely. So I'm explaining each and every detail of a perfect decoupage technique. So this is the basic decoupage, you can say. So here I'm using the white glue Fevicol, which is available very easily to stick this. Die cut, apply it on the intricate design. On each and every wording you have to apply. So if you don't get such type of die cut, you can just apply glitter on the base directly. But this is a technique I wanted to show. Just press each and every letter so it gets stuck on the base properly. So I've got this chalk paint Tuscan teal from Itsy Bitsy. So cover the sides of this fridge magnet with this color, so that will give a very nice perfect finish effect. It's a very beautiful color. You can use any color from your German tissue to cover the edges on the sides. So after this I'll do the varnishing part. So micro sparkling dust from Crafter's Corner, or you can use this glitter from Paper Issues. It is also fine glitter. You have to use a fine glitter only. So with varnish I'm going to do the glittering part. So any varnish you have, any decoupage varnish, I am using Asian Paints Ecuador Interior varnish. I always use Asian Paints Ecuador Interior on all my projects. So keep ready the glitter. I am using the Paper Issues glitter and Crafter's Corner sparkling glitter. So apply a coat of varnish all over the fridge magnet. Apply an even coat and just take your glitter and sprinkle it on the top of your fridge magnet. And after it dries, you can just tap off the extra. Just tap the fridge magnet on a paper, and the extra glitter which is not stuck will fall off. Just let it settle and then remove whatever extra glitter is there on top, and you can see how it has come up. And you can place your needle on it, and this becomes a needle binder because we have got a magnet behind. You can also use it only as a fridge magnet. Here you can see how it, you can place it on your fridge. So this is the fridge magnet come needle minder. Do like and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.